Hello everyone and welcome back to WolfQuest where we are here with Aden and Raven and the Wayfinders pack, and we've got a little bit of territory to mark today, and we should probably go find some food as well, I think, but for the most part we are just trying to make it through the winter and make sure that our pups finish learning how to hunt, but I don't think those bull elk are going to be a good choice for that. We've definitely had some interesting events going on, though. We have decided to let a little bit of our territory fade just so that we can stop continuing to have to cross the river. But we also got an attack from Lava Creek, of which our daughter Meadow is now the leader, and that was surprisingly bad. I didn't expect them to be so aggressive, and that is a fairly large pack despite having clearly lost one of its older leaders. So that's definitely a risk that I think is weighing heavily on Aiden's mind, because he doesn't know what happened to Meadow or any of them to make them so aggressive. I mean, we kind of had a rivalry with Lava Creek for a bit now, but with Meadow leading it and now actually coming after us, it's kind of a concern. He doesn't want to have to hurt his daughter, but he's worried he may not have a choice if that pack decides to come back and try again. He's got to protect the Wayfinders, no matter what it takes. But hopefully it doesn't come at the cost of, well, losing a blood relationship. Oh, there's actually a carcass here. Did we kill this one? I don't think we killed this one. Well, I suppose that's free food for the pack, so I don't think I can complain. As much as we definitely still do want the... Goodness, Merida. As much as we still do want the pups to learn to hunt, sometimes it's nice to have a day to just be able to take it easy. Oh, that's trouble. Which pack is this? I don't know who this actually is. There's only 4 wolves. Carpenter Lake. Wait, how are there 4 of you? Uh-oh. I don't know at whence point. Oh, I guess, okay, I guess it was a pair, so I guess they probably had pups. Yeah, because I don't think... Huh. Yeah, I guess they probably were able to have pups, because I think... We've never... I don't know if we ever killed one of the leaders. Unfortunately, I think that was one of the pups, so that didn't exactly work out for them. Oh boy. Well, hopefully they stay. They came so far across our territory to get to us. Good grief, look it, they came all the way over here to get to us. Well, I hope that gives them a bit of a lesson on leaving us alone here. Unfortunately, poor Silverberry took a little bit of a beating there, it looks like. For a second there, I was very concerned that we were going to be dealing with Lava Creek again, because that would be pretty bad, but Carpenter Lake at least is a little bit more manageable to deal with. And, well, I don't know that Aden was necessarily out for the kill just yet. Unfortunately, just the scale of power between the packs, with us having so many more wolves than they did not pan out for them in their favor. Here we go. It looks like there's an elk herd scent trail somewhere around here. I want to be kind of quick about this hunt, though, because I have a feeling that Carpenter Lake is not going to learn their lesson. We'll probably try to do a hex invasion when they get back, just considering that there is quite a bit of decaying territory near where their borders are. Now, I don't particularly care if they take a lot of that territory that's across the river. I just don't trust them to stick to the territory I actually don't care about, so I think I'd like to try to sleep on that side of the territory. That way, if they do start an invasion, we can kind of keep an eye on it, and if they start crossing into the actual territory that we do want to keep, well, then we can go deal with the issue. But we're not going to be able to do that if we don't get some food, and so I think we're going to make sure we do that first and then kind of trot on over after them and see if we can keep tabs on what they're doing. Oh, there's the elk herd, okay. So maybe we can even chase them in that direction if we're able to get them to run. Usually you can kind of direct them a little bit. They tend to want to run away from you, so whatever direction you are in is often the direction they will choose to avoid. All right, they're all kind of scattering right now, but yeah, you can see the herd is approximately turning in this direction. Now we just want to watch for one or two of them to fall. I can check their health. I'm going to remember that I have this perk, and it looks like Raven is actually zeroing in on this same elk, though I'm not sure that's going to be the best of ideas. That one turns out to be pretty strong. Okay, well, this one was not super weak, but with everybody attacking and starting to go after her, she definitely is weakening, so we might be able to bring her down. We just gotta hurry and make sure that we do some damage. Silverberry, please. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Fall back, fall back, fall back. Silverberry, fall back, please. I need you out of the fight. You are not getting yourself kicked to death. You have been a little too ambitious this time around. Good grief. Yeah, that's what's scary about going after them while they're still running. We should be able to track her down. I think she went this way. Yep, I see her. She has a calf to defend. That's why she's being so aggressive. Now, she is quite weakened, so I think we can still manage to bring her down, but sheesh, we're gonna have to be careful that we take a rest. It's kind of a good thing that we're not still running into the herd here. Okay, and everybody's swarming her now. We should be fine. As long as Silverberry stays back. That was a poorly timed kick. Goodness sakes. Alright, I think we're safe now. I think we should be good. Go ahead and howl, mark the carcass. A little heart attack on the way, no big deal. Silverberry was the one who was already hurt from the previous encounter, which is why I think that did so much damage. But man, I'm glad you're okay. Don't scare me like that again. Okay, I think we're mostly healed up now. That makes me feel a little bit better. Silverberry's still on 85, but that's a heck of a lot better than like 9%, I think is where she was after that kick. That was a little bit too close for comfort, and no hex invasions yet that I see. I definitely wouldn't be surprised if one happens soon, just considering how low this is, but maybe they opted not to, considering their territory is a little ways away from ours. I don't know. In any case, I think we will swing this way and reinforce this little area, or actually, you know what? Maybe we should go the other way first. I think we actually will. I think we'll go the other way first, because that way, if we need to, we're doubling back, and it does smell like there's an elk herd in this direction anyway, which is always a plus. We've actually found a bison carcass here, which I think we'll take advantage of and get a good snack on here. Now, we do need to get some more experience. We're not quite to where I was hoping we would be. We're a little bit behind, I think, Coltsfoot and Silverberry and Gooseberry and Harebell, actually, too. All of them are kind of a little bit lower. Burdock is really the only one who's quite as close as I was hoping, so we definitely don't want to do this too often, but I think with Silverberry still being a little bit hurt, there's no harm in erring to the side of caution just a little bit, and using this carcass while we can, and taking the chance to heal up just a little bit more. Well, we stumbled on an elk herd while we were out marking. We've got a little marking left to do, but I feel like we should probably take this chance and not pass it up to get some food while we're here. Just make sure that we can get a little bit more filled up on that. Oh goodness, Merida's gonna get trampled if she's not careful, because some of our pups are starting to get hungry. There's a lot of coyotes that are standing in the way too. That's not going to bode well for them. But yeah, I'm going to be a little bit more careful about what we target this time, just considering that the pups are quite eager to get involved. I think I underestimated just how bold some of them might be. But then again, these are Aden and Raven's pups, so I don't know why I'm even surprised at this point. Oh, this one is pretty weak. I'm gonna be careful though. Oh gosh, the pups are already on her. I don't think I like that. I think I want to run in and see if we can we get it by. Oh gosh, I'd like to try to avoid taking severe damage if we can, but she's getting so dogpiled that I can't even get in to get a bite here, which will hopefully be all right. Oh gosh, oh Gooseberry, please be careful. Please be careful, Gooseberry. I don't think we're in immediate danger. Okay, Silverberry's got a throat bite. Some of the other pups... Oh, no, that's still Gooseberry. All right. I was like, goodness, I don't think we're in imminent danger, but we still had better be careful. Is that a moose down there? I think that's a moose. All right. Yeah, I think we're okay. Oh yeah, that's another one of the new things, because this game did get an update a little bit ago. We have new howl positions. Those were not in the game before, but now when you howl for rallies and I think victory howls, sometimes you'll do a different animation, and it's really neat. It adds some variety to the pack. But that is a dinner well earned. This is actually kind of our heartland of our territory here, where we usually have our den and rendezvous sites. So it's good to see that this is in good shape for the springtime. But we got a little more territory marking left to do, so I think we will head back and make sure that we get just some of these hexes marked. I don't want those to start to decay, and then we'll probably mark the rest of this in the next day. Another dawn has arrived. I'm assuming we've got, and a lot of our territory is actually starting to decay for real too. But what I wanted to see is, yes, I think we just need a little bit more experience for, well, Burdock's already at 100%. I think our lowest is Silverberry, because we had to call her off that one hunt. So I think we'll try and see if we can track down an elk herd. We know there was one over here a little bit ago, but that was before we slept, so they've probably moved on. And I think what we'll do is we'll see if we can mark some of this territory around down here, get that all brushed up on, and then probably see if we can maybe take down 2 calves instead of 1 adult, because I don't think 1 is going to be enough to feed us, but that might give us the chance to get a little bit extra experience, as long as we can avoid getting wolved by the mothers in the process. It looks like there's an elk herd this way. We're still in the middle of marking territory, but considering we just found tracks, I think we'll take a brief pause to see if we can track these guys down and see if we can get that last bit of experience, as well as perhaps a bite to eat. 50 minutes ago, 45 now. That's not too far away. In fact, yep, I see them up in the field ahead. That is perfect for us. Let's see if we can circle them. Now we are going to have to be careful if we're going after calves, because of course the mothers can be quite the devastating force when they want to be. But we'll see if any of them are weakened, or if any of them stumble and give us a good opportunity. Oops, we got too far away there. I think that's a calf. Ideally, we can get that last little bit. Oh, that is a cow elk. That last little bit of experience that we need. It looks like Caribou has found a prospect to go after, but I think that it's a cow elk, so I want to wait and see. Oh, somebody's gone down. Never mind, she's already on her feet. I think waiting for someone to stumble might be our best course of action here, though. We still got the old carcass. Whoa! Why are you chasing us? Are you weakened? Raven and some of the others. Oh, I think she's weakened here. Okay, let's see if we can get a throat bite. Yeah, she is quite weakened. I want to let the pups get their chance to run in and attack, though. Hopefully Silverberry... I don't think Silverberry got any experience out of it. That is too bad. Well, we've got our food, at least. That's the most important part. But if we look here, yeah, Silverberry and Coltsfoot are still at 91. We might have to do one more hunt after that, but that's all right. You know, we got a little bit of time before winter draws to its end. We'll still be all right. Whoa, wait a minute. These are wolves. Oh! Oh, this is Aretha and her pack. Okay, goodness sakes. I'm less surprised that Aretha is attacking, considering that this seems like a way of showing off, hey, my pack is strong, look at us. Knowing Aretha and her personality, this is probably more of a friendly skirmish, I hope. She has her own pups, though. This is Aden's grandpups. That is always exciting to see. Hopefully this does not go too chaotically for them. Yeah, look at that. That wasn't too long of a fight. I genuinely think, knowing Aretha, this is probably just her bringing the family by for a good old friendly tussle. Hey, let your older sister go. She's fine. She's fine. She's leaving. Look at that. That is so like her. As opposed to Meadow's uncharacteristic and violent attack, this feels perfectly on brand to me, and I don't really have too many concerns about it. But it is nice. I didn't get too close of a look at any of them, but it's nice that Aden got the chance to meet his grandpups in a little bit of a friendly squabble there. I was just checking known wolves, and it looks as if... who was that who's there? We've had one of our pups who has left. Oh, it's Coda. Moved elsewhere with mate. Oh! I wonder which mate that was. He looks like he finally found someone. I guess we may never know the answer to that one, because there's probably a lot of dispersals we haven't even met. But that's really sweet. I'm so glad that he was able to find his own mate. That makes for... because we have Coda. Unfortunately, Blackberry passed away as far as we know. Kenai and Nita moved off together. Nita, we know for sure, is Kenai's mate because we saw them court. And then Huckleberry and Elderberry also moved away because we know for sure that they were mates because we saw them court as well. So that's 3 pups that have actually left the map, 3 pups that have joined packs that are on it, and 1 pup who did, as far as we're aware, at least unfortunately, pass away. And then we still have 3 dispersals here too. Seneca, Denali, and Magpie are all still around somewhere, though I haven't exactly smelled them recently, so I'm not too sure what they've gotten up to. Oh, we've got a hex invasion. Alright, where is this? Off in this direction. That's probably either Aretha or it's potentially the Carpenter Lake Wolves. I guess we'll see. Aretha and her pack are really moving in right up next to our borders and claiming some of that space across the river too. Man, look at how big of a territory they got. Also, I still have no idea what's going on with Lava Creek and Pine Fork. That's Meadow and Cascade. I do not know what is happening there, but it is pretty wild. But I think we'll go and check out this hex invasion, see what's up. If it is Aretha being cheeky, I'm not sure Aden's gonna be quite so happy about that one, but it could also be Carpenter Lake. They have been constantly trying to gnaw away at our borders, and maybe Aretha scares them. That is entirely possible, all things considered. It looks like this invasion is actually taking place on the other side of the river, which means unfortunately we do have to cross it. I don't know if it's any of the territory that we actually want to keep or not, but in any case I think it's worth checking out just to make sure. If I had a hunch, it might actually be one of these 2 hexes though, which I'm not too pressed about if they take. I just don't think I want them invading the rest of the territory too, which seems likely considering what Carpenter Lake did the previous time. That looks like Carpenter Lake to me. There's only 3 wolves, and I'm pretty sure that is all the wolves that the pack contains. Okay, so yeah, these guys, I think these guys have maybe overstayed their welcome slightly, because look how aggro they are for being, excuse me, let me bite, stop biting my son, for being massively overwhelmed. I don't know, y'all. I don't I think they're kind of starting to overstay their welcome just a little bit here. They just keep coming after us, even when they are grossly outnumbered. Like, this is, by all rights, this is an absolutely terrible decision. I don't know. I definitely think Aden is rather tempted to drive them out once and for all, even if that means potentially disbanding the pack here. I honestly think that he might do that. I honestly think he might do it. He's worried enough about having whatever's going on with Meadow going on, and so having another pack that won't stop nipping at his heels here, even if he's pretty convinced that they're not really an actual threat. I definitely think he might. He's not too worried about Aretha. He doesn't think that she's going to be too... Like, she's always been one who enjoys a good show of strength, but he doesn't think there's any serious ill will behind her intrusion there. These guys, though, they're kind of relentless. They just don't know when to quit. And now with Lava Creek posing a potential legitimate issue, being a rather large pack that he's now quite hesitant to seriously go after, I think he's decided that he's had enough of Carpenter Lake once and for all. Those coyotes are getting caught up in the mix, and that's not going to end well for them either. Eden's not fond of coyotes, but right now he is, fortunately for them, preoccupied. Unfortunately for Carpenter Lake, they've poked the bear one too many times. Aden had been willing to tolerate their presence, considering he didn't really see them as much of an actual threat. But thanks to Lava Creek potentially becoming a much bigger threat, he's decided that his tolerance is at its end. We'll see if the pack manages to stick around, but with only 2 members, one of which is a pup, I'm not sure how likely that is. Okay, it's taken longer than I'd hoped, but we did find the Ponderosa herd here. I want to do a quick rally because we are like basically out of stamina, so we need to make sure we get that up and not be completely lagging behind, hopefully. So let's try to do this fast, and then we'll give chase. We're probably going to have to wait for one to stumble just to make sure that we do in fact get enough or that we can get it down more quickly, because otherwise this could be a little bit dicey. But let's see. Oh my goodness, they're standing their ground again. Let's see if we can turn them. Ideally, yeah, because I don't know if we're gonna have the stamina to be bite and holding for a long period of time. Even with that rally, it's not looking so good. Well, this calf is getting swarmed, and this, I bet, is the mother. We want to try to keep her away from the pups if we can. Gosh dang, she is very strong right now. That's not ideal. I guess we're going to be attacking her then if we're not careful. Or, well, I guess even if we are being careful, let's pull back. Her calf is going to be an easier target, and I think that's the calf right here. Yeah, her calf is pretty weak. I just don't want her walloping the pups while we're trying to bring it down. Let's keep them in our sights here. I think that's going to still be our best shot, because that's not going to take too long to wear the calf down, I think. If we get close, they'll probably stand their ground, too. I think the calf will start to, and then the mother will follow here. The calf is still running. All right, well, if we bite, it'll stop, but let's see then if we can keep the mother off of everyone. If she stays distracted with me, that is fine. I just don't want her attacking the pups. I think they can probably handle the calf, to be honest. It's pretty low. It's pretty low. Oh, we gotta be careful though, because she is real close. And they've got it. Good work, pups. They've got to be so close on experience, right? They can leave the mother alone. It's all right. Are they pretty close? Let's see. 97. Darn it! It's just Colt's foot. All right. We might have one more day. Oh, sheesh. This has been a long young hunters. I didn't realize it could actually roll all the way into early spring, but I guess it can. That's kind of insane. Well, I'm learning new things about this game, apparently. Oh, we're gonna be having trouble with the territory here if we don't act quickly, but I just want to see if we can find something to hunt. There is an elk herd over here, it looks like. One final hunt should seal the deal, and then we can find ourselves a den and worry about the territory in the springtime. We're going to need something to do once the pups are here too. With a pack this size, it does not take that many eyes to watch them. Here we go. All right, one more hunt. Let's get off of these slopes, because this is going to be a gnarly place for a hunt if we're not careful. Hopefully these guys will be a little bit weakened at least. I don't know if I should call everybody off except for Colt, because, well, I definitely want to make sure he gets his chance to get in on the attack. I don't know if everybody else is properly at 100 or if somebody could be at 99.9, you know? So I'm like, all right, let's see. Let's see if we can get these guys running up here. We'll see what happens. Hopefully Colt gets the experience he needs, and so does anyone else who still needs it. But we just might have to wait and see. This is a pretty weakened cow. Can we get her to turn around here by going in on the attack? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna let the pups run in. Come on, Colt. Colt, you gotta get in there. Here he goes. Come on, bud. Get in there. You can do it. Yeah, there we go. And that's it for this year of Young Hunters. Sometimes it takes longer than others, I guess. These guys just needed a little bit more time, but we'll go ahead, we'll do our rally and finish off the quest. And with that, this concludes the year. Next year is when Aden and Raven will become elder wolves. their story is starting to draw to a close. That's a concern. Let's maybe move it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We're just gonna finish our rally and deal with that problem later. Here we go. This next year will mark the start of Aden and Raven's elder wolf years. We'll see how long they end up making it, because their stories could draw to a close at any time now. But we don't have to worry about that until the next episode, when we'll be, of course, meeting their next pups too, and see, this could be their final litter, it could not be. Only time will tell. But for now, we're going to go ahead and leave this off here for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay. Over and out.